Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'll just tell you that I haven't uploaded, well, I've uploaded it actually, but it hasn't gone live yet. I haven't published episode number 2 yet. So if you make a comment under that video about something to do with that reaction, and it seems like whatever I say in this reaction that I've ignored that comment, is because I haven't read it yet. That's all. Yeah, just thought I'd tell you. I actually made some quick notes about certain things I'm not sure about or questions I still have during the edits for the episode 1 and 2, the fair use edits. I thought I'd mention them in the intro just so that I don't bore everyone during the reaction. So I can just say, refer to my intro if you don't understand what I'm saying. So I don't go into a detailed, lengthy kind of, query, let's say, during the reaction. Otherwise it'll just ruin the reaction. Okay, so the first one is, what is the vampire's motivation? Now, you don't have to answer me this, and we may find out later. But if I should already know this, if you could let me know in the comments, that would really help me out. So Giles said during the second episode, I think it was, that the vampires were originally demons, and then one of the last demons to leave this reality, I think he said. I'm paraphrasing, but I don't know if these are the exact words he said or the exact words he used. But he said one of the final demons to leave the earth to the next reality. Why they're doing that or why they did that, I don't know. But one of the final ones, bit a human, right? And that's how it all started. Well, that's how it is. That's what started how it is now. That then that person bit someone, then that person, then that person. However, he said that they're waiting for the animals to die out. So I'm thinking he meant humans, us, to die out, normal, regular people. But why would they want us to die out, normal, regular people, if we're their sustenance, right? They feed off us. I think Buffy said during one of the episodes that because the rats are headed that way, the vampires must be that way, or something like that, or because the rats are here, therefore the vampires aren't here, or something like that. So therefore, I did wonder whether the vampires actually fed off actual animals. I mean, humans are animals as well, aren't we? But depending on what you believe. So I wondered whether the vampires feed off rodents, let's say, and other animals, and not just off humans. I don't think they do. So if they don't, why would they want us to die out? I get that they see us, I guess, as subhuman then. Sub-vampire, I guess, sub-demon. We're not demons, right? So they see us, the vampires, who I think are possessed, having been bitten by the demon. Have I got that right? Anyway, so that's the first confusion, I guess. The second one is they said that the harvest can only happen once a century, I think, and that king vampire guy, I'm going to call him, I can't remember what his name is. Did he have a name? But you know who I'm talking about. That guy had been waiting 60 years, is that right? For the harvest day, let's say, to fall, which happened during that episode 2. So therefore, surely that means he's stuck there for another century. Because if the harvest gives him strength, and it only happens once a century, how else is he going to get the strength to get out of that portal? And another thing regarding that portal, how did the other vampires, his vessel guy, did he have an actual name? I can't remember again, but the vessel, and the other vampires, how did they interact with him if he's stuck behind the portal? Like, I guess between realities, if the portal's a portal to another reality. So if he's kind of stuck in limbo, how did they cross the barrier to talk to him and interact? And he even touched them, didn't he? Killed one of them. So how did that happen? I don't know. How were they able to, like, go into where he is and then come out again and he wasn't? Yeah, so it's not really a question, I was going to say my last question, but it's more of a theory. I wondered during the edit, I didn't wonder it during the episode, but I did think about it during the edit, and I wondered whether Angel, that's his name, right? The friend, I wondered whether he might be an actual angel. Because there are actual demons, right? And angels and demons. And he's called Angel, right? So is that just one big, massive, obvious hint that he's an actual angel? Do angels exist in this world? I don't know. But I thought I'd put that out there because that's something that's on my mind right now. I'm thinking, is he an angel? He might be. I hope I haven't spoiled that for myself. I mean, it's obvious. If he is, it was obvious anyway, wasn't it, in a way? But he might not be. So I'm thinking that maybe. So that's a theory I have. So I may refer to that. If he shows up in this episode, I may refer to that. So yeah, anyway, look, I just thought I'd get those in there just so that I wouldn't waste your time during the reaction. Again, during the reaction, I'll probably say, I spoke about this during the intro, have a butchers of that. Have a look at that. Sorry, that's a very UK phrase, I think. Have a butchers means have a look. And it's a very antiquated phrase as well. That's how old I am. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's all I need to say. Other than I'm not really sure where it's going to go from here, because it kind of felt like a season finale, actually, that episode. I didn't say it at the time, but I was thinking it. A lot happened and it felt like, okay, well, King Vampire guy can't get out. He's stuck and the other vampires ran off. God knows where they are, whether they went back to him or not, I don't know. Some of his vampires died, didn't they? They had a stake put through them. They disintegrated or what's the word? Evaporated, that's it. Yeah, and his vessel even, which is like his right-hand man at the time, wasn't it? So, yeah, he's gone, it looks like. So, well, definitely. So, Jesse's gone. Yeah, so how many does he have left? Are they still loyal to him? I don't know. So I don't know what the next kind of threat is, or where the next threat's coming from. If he's stuck and the other vampires have, I don't know, gone into hiding or something. I don't know. So that's kind of a thought I'm having, or kind of like a doubt. I'm wondering, well, hang on, where's it gonna go from here? But Giles, or Mr. Giles, or Professor Giles, is that his surname? I don't know. But the English librarian, we know he's actually probably not a librarian. He said that there are other threats, right? There are zombies and other things that I can't remember the names of. Yeah. So maybe we'll see some of those in this episode or future episodes, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, look, I think we're going to get to it. So hopefully it's another good one.
She alone will stand against the vampires.
Oh, was that Giles?
And the forces of darkness.
I don't think it was him in the first 2 episodes.
What can you have been thinking? You are the Slayer. Lives depend upon you.
She's done this time.
Enslave yourself to this cult?
You don't like the color?
Cheerleading cult.
Do you ignore everything I say as a rule?
She's a teenager. What do you expect?
I told you, I'm trying out for the cheerleading squad.
You were chosen to destroy vampires, not to wave pom-poms at people.
Dude, she's 16. What do you expect?
I just want to have a life. I want to do something normal.
Yeah.
Something safe.
You've got to let her. I mean, if she's the only Slayer, give her some balance. Give her some life balance at least. Hello. Ooh, some sort of cauldron. What's this, witches? Okay, I saw a figure, but I didn't see it clearly.
Ooh, stretchy.
You're pretending that seeing scantily clad girls in revealing postures was a spiritual experience.
It can be when you're that age. Second thoughts, I'll leave tryouts for next year.
They have cheerleading coaches?
Oh yeah, don't you have?
They're pros.
I train with my mom. 3 hours in the morning, 3 at night.
What the I know cheerleading's massive in the US, isn't it? It's not really a thing here. Or at least it wasn't when I was at school in the 90s. Wait. Did Buffy do that, or did Willow will that? Wait, is that why she's called Willow? She can will things like that.
Wasn't that bad.
You burned down the gym.
I did. I really did. Okay.
So I wonder what that cauldron was about. Gotta be a witch, right?
Nobody's hands ever got toasted before.
Imagine not.
Right, so it wasn't Buffy.
So, this isn't a vampire
Willow?
problem.
No.
But
Witch.
it is funky, right?
Scientifically unexplainable, but there have been cases for hundreds of years. Usually all that's left is a pile of ashes.
That's a comfort.
But that's the thrill of living on the Hellmouth.
Oh, it's to do with the Hellmouth. Oh, okay. That's convenient for the show.
So maybe Amber's got this power to make herself be on fire.
Oh. She did it to herself.
I need to get the skinny on Amber. Find out if she's had any colorful episodes before.
That means hacking illegally into the school's computer system. At last, something I
That's a
can
job
do.
for you.
I'll ask around. We're a team. Aren't we a team?
Yeah.
Sander really wants to get in on this.
I laugh in the face of danger. Then I hide until it goes away.
He was pretty brave in that last episode.
Cheerleading.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're taking that up again. It'll keep you out of trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
No, not yet.
There's faith for you.
There's this girl, Amy, and she trains with her mom like 3 hours a day.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like her mom's pretty into it.
You've got no chance, Buffy.
The team is set up more! Yeah!
That's me.
You saw that, right? That wasn't me.
You saw that, right?
Wow.
Right?
Team player right there.
That's my mom.
No. Catherine Madison.
Her nickname was Catherine the Great.
What?
So just have to wait and see what happens. Maybe nothing will.
Yeah, I'm sure. Something's gonna happen. Oh, Cordelia.
If your supreme klutziness out there today takes me out of the running, you're gonna be so very beyond sorry.
She the witch, Amy. Oh, I thought something was gonna happen to her there. The way she was looking at her. Yeah. Oh, she's a real bully, isn't she?
The bracelet, she was wearing it, right? It's pretty much like we're going out. I should ask her out, right?
Won't know till you ask.
Oh, I feel sorry for Willow because I think she likes him. She's been friend zoned.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm a guy.
Oh, hey, they're posting the
Wasn't
list.
insulting at all, that one.
One of those girls hit me really hard. We should test for steroids. Okay, not only did you make the team, but you, Miss Summers, are the first alternate. And what a better way to celebrate than with a romantic drive-through.
Xander, alternates are the ones who didn't make the team.
Just how many more hours a day can I practice? You know, how much more can I do? This would never happen to my mother. Never.
What's this? The witch's house.
Give me the dark.
So I'm thinking this
I call on you.
is one of the students
Laughing gods.
who caused the combustion.
Blackness crawl beneath my skin.
What the fuck? Is this voodoo?
Accept thy sacrifice, Cordelia.
She's for it.
Feed on her.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Amy's the witch, maybe. This is Amy.
Mom, I've accepted that you've had sex. I am not ready to know that you had Farrah hair.
What?
I'm into my own thing.
Your own thing, whatever it is, got you kicked out of school, and we had to move here to find a decent school that would take you. Honey,
So she's trying to keep her on the straight and narrow.
Cordelia, you haven't been mean to me all day. Is it something I've done? I'm gonna take your advice and not beat around the bush.
Or I could be wrong. Maybe you should beat around the bush more.
She doesn't want him to go with Buffy.
Giving her ID bracelets, subtle innuendos, taking Polaroids outside of her bedroom window late at night. That last part is a joke.
What? Okay.
Leave the tension.
I worried for a second.
Okay, into battle I go.
Into battle. It is like that at that age.
Is that even Cordelia's locker?
Huh? Oh.
Oh, was that the witch? Or was that Cordelia trying a different locker? Give it up, mate. Buffy's got way too much on her plate to be dealing with boyfriends. Right, so that was Cordelia. Is she possessed or something? Kinda looks that way. She's very vacant looking. She's ignoring Xander.
Okay, people.
Is she gonna get kicked out of school for
I
doing
don't want to
something?
drive today, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, she's
Flunk
possessed.
driver's ed twice already. Show me some moves or you'll be taking the bus to college.
Something tells me you're gonna regret this, mate.
Okay, check the brake.
Buffy's very observant, isn't she? Any sign of something abnormal and she's right on it. Yep, she's gonna get kicked out. Hopefully.
Everybody
He
out!
snapped out of it. He failed. Oh shit. Buffy's gonna stay, yeah. Are they gonna become friends if she saves her? I don't know. Can't see it somehow.
Oh God. What's happening? I
Oh,
can't see
okay.
anything.
Has Buffy seen this before?
Why should someone want to harm Cordelia?
Maybe because they met her?
Why wouldn't they? More
Did I
like.
see that?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone doesn't like cheerleading.
Or likes it too much.
Amy.
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 This witch is casting horrible and disfiguring spells so that she can become a cheerleader.
What's the first thing you're gonna do?
Check out the books on witchcraft.
Does the school library have books on witchcraft?
You were the first alternate. You are on the team now that Cordelia's out. You could be next. We gotta get you to a safe house.
It would be a disaster for Xander, wouldn't it, if cheerleaders were wiped out?
You'll need some of her hair, a little quicksilver, and some aqua
Silver.
fortis. And apply to witch.
Apply to witch. What do you do? Chuck it over her.
Oh, and you'll need some eye of newt.
Of course.
This exciting. Oh
Cut
yeah.
a piece of hair.
Amy, help me. Which is the hydrochloric acid and which is the ammonium hydroxide?
Just do it sneakily. Sneak up on her and do it.
I just don't think she realizes what she's doing.
Well, should we talk to her?
Maybe we should talk to her mother.
So who is at the cauldron if she doesn't realise what she's doing? Wait, it's the house? Yeah, this is the house, right? So she lives there at least.
Where are you?
The way she said that was a bit sinister.
I got a history report due tomorrow. Write it.
Oh? Oh, she swiped her. Oh,
Yeah.
she's going to control Buffy using that. Right, so she's definitely the witch, and she's controlling her own mother, I guess. That's very sinister.
You know, there are just some things about being a vampire slayer that
Oh.
the older generation. It's a
Did that just
long
slip out?
story. Macho man.
Right, so she knew her mother wouldn't
A macho man. Macho.
take that
man.
seriously, I guess.
Hi! Hi! Oh.
You better get her out of there.
Wait, so she's being controlled, isn't she? So what's she done to her? What's Amy done to her?
It's not her fault. She's on medication.
What? Obviously not enough.
Something a bit stronger than medication. She's
I know
acting
you
drunk.
don't. That's because you're my friend. You're my tender-shaped friend. Do you
Oh,
have any
no.
idea why I love you?
This is going to lead him on now.
Let her speak.
I'll tell you.
Dude.
This is a bloodstone vengeance spell. Hits the body hard like a quart of alcohol and then just eradicates the immune system.
Okay. That'll explain it.
How much time do we have?
Truth. Please.
A couple of hours.
Sometimes it's best not to say anything.
We can reverse all the spells if we can just lay our hands on Amy's spellbook.
And if we can't get a
that'd be
hold of
easy.
it?
Well, the other way is to cut the witch's head off.
Help me up.
So I guess they're going to break in, run into her
Go to her
mother,
house, and we'll get her book.
figure out her mother's also being controlled, liberate her mother, and do something to the witch. What kind of car's that? Oh, is that Charles's car? Okay. That's pretty cool. Very vintage, that one.
Mrs. Madison, we need to talk to you about your daughter.
I'm not allowed. You'll have to come back later.
Your daughter is meddling with something very dangerous. Are you aware of that?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you know only too well.
So she's alright, so she's aware of that she's being controlled, I guess? Or she's just scared of her?
Now, you will shut up and you will listen
Oh, yeah.
to me. Your daughter has access to some very powerful magic.
It's not my fault she's doing stuff.
As her mother, you should assume some responsibility for...
Brownies.
She's out of her mind.
Yeah, so she's just scared of her.
We're afraid of her.
Yeah.
Are you Amy?
Oh.
I don't understand.
She switched. She switched your bodies, didn't she?
Oh. That's why
She
she's...
wanted to relive her glory days.
She said I was wasting my youth.
Oh.
So she took it.
Wow. That's one selfish mother. Jesus Christ.
Telling me I didn't deserve to have it so easy and that I didn't know how hard it was to be her. I guess
know.
she showed me, huh?
Yeah. Minus the witch powers, of course.
I believe we can reverse your mother's spell. We need to find her books. There'd be specific volumes she'd need for this kind of casting.
So he doesn't just know about vampires, he knows about everything, I guess. Everything mystical.
Any other person?
Right, of course. A witch always has a cat, right?
This is it.
It's a book of spells.
Come on.
Better work
Where are you
quick.
going?
How long's it been?
School. And you're coming with us.
That was quite responsible of him to protect her, I guess. I mean, she probably will come in handy, won't she, as well? It's good to get out of that house. What kind of mother does this? Mother is special ability as well. It's not like her life sucks that much.
I promise.
Wow, she's pale.
Just hang on.
How is she?
Oh, good.
We only have a few minutes left.
Few minutes. So is she gonna feel something when he... Yes, so.
Here we go.
Or is this just to revive Buffy?
Hear me!
I'm wondering how Giles knows all of this stuff. Is he somehow special as well? Or is he just a student of witchcraft and vampires and whatnot? Right. So it's affecting her
It's working.
whilst it's reviving Buffy, I guess.
Show me!
So she's going to change mid-cheerleading into the mother. Is everyone going to see this? Looks good kill.
Get out of my way.
Well, wait.
Well,
I need to talk to you. I can help you.
oh my god. She just whacked her. She didn't even use her powers, just straight punched her. Let's hope his hands are alright after this.
Oh boy. Release the unworthy.
Wait, she's a witch. Why doesn't she? Can she not open that using her powers? Oh shit. Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
Oh, okay.
I gave up my life so you could drag that worthless carcass around and call it living.
How do you stop a witch?
I'm going to put you where you can't make trouble again.
Guess what?
Buffy, that's how you stop
I
her.
feel better.
Knock her out.
Mine! Oh,
Jesus Christ, yeah. Exactly. Oh.
Bullshit.
Run.
Take her!
How did she reflect that? She just kicked it back to her. That's impressive. She's not just handy with a stake, Buffy. Charles.
Interesting.
That's such a British thing to say.
Do you ever wish you could be 16 again?
Go through all that again? Not even if it helped me understand you.
I love you, Mom.
Oh.
I don't get it.
I know that I'll miss the intellectual thrill of spelling out words with my arms.
Ooh, these grapes are sour.
Tell me she dies at some point.
She said I'd never make trouble again. Wherever she is, I don't think we'll have to worry.
Wherever she is. So she's not destroyed then. You can come
I'm
back.
just happy to have my body back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting fat.
Wait, she's not stuck in the statue, is she? Trophy. Okay. Forever. That was good. That was a good ending. I like that. I really enjoyed that. That was really good. I like the fact that there will be more than vampires. I mean, I like the vampire thing. But yeah, I think we knew that anyway from what Giles said in the previous episode, that there were other things, other entities, let's say. Yeah, so she's stuck forever in that. That was good. That was a good ending. So Buffy's only been slaying vampires for a year, I think. Have I got that right? I think so. And yet she seems to know all about these other beings. I can't remember how the conversation went exactly with Giles in episode 2. But he explained there were other things, as I said. Was Buffy surprised by that? I don't think so. So I think she knows about all these other threats. So I'm guessing she's encountered a witch before as well, because she seemed to know a lot about what was happening. She was aware of it. And she was quite clever. She knew that they'd swap places. She knew initially that it would be Amy. She knew something was up with Cordelia. So, yeah, I'm thinking that she's dealt with witches before and also probably other things before, even in the space of just a year. So she's been very busy. If I've got that right, if it was a year. Yeah, that's interesting. So, unless she's so used to vampires and weird stuff going on that she kind of instinctively knew. Maybe. I'm kind of disappointed she saved Cordelia, but she did the right thing. As I said, hopefully she gets her comeuppance. I said hopefully she dies. No one wants anyone to die, do they? But maybe we'll make an exception for her. No, but I hope she gets some sort of comeuppance and she gets herself sorted out eventually. I've just remembered actually that I Googled an image of the show to put, you probably saw it in my last reaction, to put on the screen. And I think that was Cordelia in that image of 5 people. So that may have been a spoiler. I should never have done that actually, because that may be a spoiler that she possibly comes good and joins the group. Or maybe it's just because she's a main character. I mean, she's been pretty prominent in all 3 episodes at the moment, so that might be why. But the way they were posed, it kind of looked like they were all a group. So I'm wondering whether she comes good eventually and joins their group of, not really just vampire slayers, is it a group of, I don't know, slayers of all kinds of mystical entities, yeah. yeah, so that might have been a slight spoiler. I don't know. I'm hoping that will be the case, because I don't know if I can put up with her the way she is for too long or too much longer. But that was a really good episode. I like that. I think that was my favourite one, actually. I don't know. I think 1 and 2 were close. I think that was better. I think that was possibly better. I think as I get used to how the show is and the characters and all that kind of stuff, how things work in this world, I think I'll start to get into the episodes more as I become more familiar with it. I mean, I've loved the first 2. I really enjoyed them, but there was a lot of questions, as you know, and hopefully I kept them down to a minimum in this episode. I think the fact there were no vampires meant there were less questions, because vampires are quite mysterious, aren't they? Witches are more easy to kind of get to grips with, aren't they? Everyone knows what witches are about, right? So probably everyone knows what vampires are about apart from me, but there were some questions and some theories that I had, or one theory at least, and some kind of confusion that I had that I mentioned during the intro. So if you do want to help me out with those, check the intro. And yeah, I think that's it. I really enjoyed it, as I said, and hopefully you'll join me for episode number 4. See you then. See ya. Bye.